Dip the brush on brown color and apply dilute strokes to cover the head of the model on the paper. The bold strokes will just indicate the shaded areas of the face and neck. Initially, it might look nothing, but gradually, over these bold patches, only features of the face will be made. Apply the bluish tone for the darkness and creases of shirt, simultaneously taking out shape of the shoulders and arms. There is darkness or shadow on the left shoulder of the model in the folds of his shirt. Under the arm where the arm is touching the stomach. Looking at the standing model and the drawing, one can guess the placement of the arms even from an unfinished work. Chuck Jones very aptly said, "The whole essence of good drawing and of good thinking, perhaps, is to work a subject down to the simplest form possible and still have it believable for what it is meant to be." With the same tone, start drawing the visible arm and hand. Draw the position in which the hands have been placed, without much of details. Darken the area of folded sleeves and under the collar of the shirt. One can easily guess the direction of the light falling on the model from the white and darken area being painted. Draw the length of the thigh over which the right hand of the model is resting. Boldly fill the flat tone in the jeans. This darkness will make the hand stand out. Roughly draw the positioning of the legs, right one in on angle with foot placed on the chair and the left leg straight and foot on the floor. The rough strokes will automatically indicate the creases of the jeans and a few white patches of paper visible from under the collar will hint at the light falling on the clothes. If one starts bringing out all the details at an initial stage itself, then the flavor of the drawing vanishes. One needs to catch the basic character and then start with the details. Jeff Koons said, if I tried to articulate every little detail in drawing, it would be like missing the forest for the trees. So it's just about getting the outline of the forest. Start drawing the seat of the chair, its legs, and the backrest. Along with the dry strokes of the brush, do not hesitate in adding a few darker lines too. There is not much of details being got, yet anything unwanted can be covered up with another stroke of color over it later on. The chair will appear wider from the closer and narrower from the far away end due to perspective. To make the background act as a supporting element for the model, draw the easel in background, which one can see placed exactly behind the model. The easel has made the negative area more active and charged up. With a tone of yellow ochre and Nepal yellow, start applying touch-ups on the face and skin of the arms and hands. These tones will act as a base for the detail feature. These tones will act as a base for detailed features, which will be the next step to draw. Every serious artist develops at first secret inner visual statements and thoughts in their private biography box. We call it information, ideas, presumptions, theories, or temporarily concepts. Only afterwards they can be verified some way or another after the process of creation and by creation. These dark dots for eyes and eyebrows may seem weird to the spectator, but for an artist, these marks are already creating a complete image in his mind. His vision can catch the hints from the colors and mold the painting as per his imagination. Along with these black dots, the highlights over the forehead, cheekbones, chin, and upper lip will also contribute to the building up of face. Add a few more touches of Wendy brown under the collar or neck and then on eyes and lip line to enhance the features more. With a blackish blue color tone, draw draw lines to define shoulder, sleeves, central panel of shirt. The darkness will create a stark contrast of tones, and the depths can tell the parts which are hidden and on which the light is falling. In between the gap of deciding the color and applying it on paper, the mind of an artist is on continuous work. His mind is calculating the impacts and impressions to bring out the exact character of the model. The flat strokes under the pockets of the shirt freely draw the folds of the jeans. These folds indicate the shadow being created on the cloth. It is not important to draw each and every line visible. One can delete or omit a part as per one's instinct and observation. With Munich said, drawing is way educate your eye to understand visual information, organizing it into a more hierarchical way, a more economical way. When you see something, if you draw often and frequently, you examine a room very differently. Dilute the mauve color and scribbled it across the background. The tint behind the model will push him ahead and make him stand out. By exempting many details in the negative or passive area, the main object gets all the focus. He becomes the pivot around which everything else evolves. Now to apply the lightest tone in the painting, take pure white and start giving a few touches on the areas catching the maximum light, like pocket of the shirt, the stomach, outer edge of the sleeves, folds on the shoulder and the collar. It is rightly said that the spirit of an artist is never satisfied. He wants to touch it again and again. Henri Matisse so beautifully expressed, I want to reach the state of condensation of sensations which constitutes a picture. Perhaps I might be satisfied momentarily with a work finished at one sitting, but I would soon get bored looking at it. Therefore, I prefer to continue working on it so that later I may recognize it as a work of my mind. A few lighter tone strokes over the face, like on ears, tip of nose, chin, and forehead, will help in enhancing the facial features and make them stand out and catch the character of the model. What matters is not the exact resemblance, but the reflection of the model as long with observation, imagination, technique and skill also contribute in giving birth to an artwork. To draw each and every finger of hand is not important. Even with a few taps over the shaded areas, one can make out the bone structure, the shape, and the way it is placed or folded. The patches on the wrist and knuckles are indicating towards the thumb being in the pocket of the jeans. As the color keeps on getting dull when it dries, one needs to continuously retouch wherever needed. Again, apply the darkest tone under the arm, creases, and shoulder of the shirt, and then the outline of the right wrist. Once an artist finishes doing on part of the painting, he would again have to urge to redo the other already finished parts. Every touch, in a way, brings the painting closer to the finishing point, and on the other hand, keeps the spirits of the artist alive to explore, experiment to every limit possible, and give his best to his artwork. Layer by layer, there comes a transformation in the painting. From the stage where it was devoid of any details, it reaches a level where even a minute dab adds to the beauty of the detail. Add solid blocks of Nepal yellow on the left hand where it is being highlighted by light. The The side facing the body is darker than the one facing out. It is with practice only that one can learn to study these details and technicalities so meticulously. Vincent van Gogh said, as practice makes perfect, I cannot but make progress. Each drawing one makes, each study one paints is a step forward. Retouch the jeans with lighter tone patches. Somewhere make the strokes stark white, while in other places make the tone a bit subdued. This tonal variation will stimulate the imagination and will pull the mind into the world of excitement, wonder, and explorations. These strokes may seem mundane to a spectator, but one needs to learn to bring out prominent characteristics of a body language or a gesture to create and build the resemblance further. An impression of a movement can be achieved by series of shapes. None of them need to be thin, sharp, or linear, but collectively they can suggest sequence, direction, or thrust. Line in general represents the viewer's conclusion a set of forms is going somewhere. Together, these touches of light and dark create a play of silhouettes and chiaroscuro. But these are not just random strokes. The artist must be aware of the structure laying beneath the clothes to express the outward form correctly. Whatever an artist wants to paint, his vision should be clear, as that only creates his individuality in expression. Now the time to paint the feet of the model and the chair on which one foot is placed. Boldly apply burnt sienna on the feet. After applying on both feet, create a darker tone of brown and spread it across the base seat of chair. The tone of feet should look different than that of chair, otherwise both will blend together. One can keep on retouching the painting till one's spirits are satisfied. Every touch, every line will refresh the color, has its own meaning and value, and add a dimension to the structure. By retouching, one can define a shape more meticulously and even merge the contours. Touches are the creases of jeans, shirt and chair has given a clearer shape to the object. A few strokes of middle tone of the skin can be applied over the arms, neck, cheeks and even forehead. Take pure white color and rub it on the area close to the left foot, in between the legs, under the chair, around the shape of chair, hiding all the unwanted strokes and bringing out freshness in the dull color of background. To integrate his artwork, the artist can mold anything for making it effective for his purpose. He may take intuitive decisions and then change the elements until each gels with the other and reflects rhythm and uniformity. Stella Reinwald said, unlike in music, we painters have the freedom to layer over the sore notes or crop off the discord.